So you'd asked in the comments what's the latest with Klaus Schwab and the investigation. He stepped down as head of the World Economic Forum. Oh, should mention the t-shirt, gift from a local follower. Some material for the lowbrows to make an asinine comment. The folks don't like me. Anyways, Klaus. It all started in April when an investigation was commissioned by the WEF's own Board of Trustees. The investigation is being conducted by the Swiss law firm Hamburger and is expected to, come to finalization late in August. Well, his own Board of Trustees turned on him, I guess. And that would include Ursula von der Leyen and Chrystia Freeland, just in passing. Anyways, where do we start with here? Data manipulation delayed the reports released to protect relations with India and manipulated ranking for political reasons. Well, Modi is a Young Global Leaders Program graduate and a WEF member, and there's like a 38-year history with India and the World Economic Forum, so I didn't bother going digging into that anymore. Whatever it is all about is what I mean. Schwab is accused of workplace misconduct, bullying, inappropriate behavior towards female employees, and unauthorized personal spending. I guess Klaus and the missus had billed $1.1 million in travel expenses. Klaus claims he's paid it back. It was a bookkeeping error, I suppose. But now we get to the meat and somewhat the mystery. He's facing allegations of manipulating data to portray Brexit in a negative light. Schwab intervened in the WEF's Global Competitive Report for 2017 and 18 to downgrade the UK's ranking from 4th to 8th. This was in an effort to prevent Brexit supporters from exploiting any positive change in the UK's ranking. Now, enter to some degree Mark Carney. He was the Bank of England's head dude there. He was against Brexit. Brexit was a public referendum. It was very close, but the public decided that they wanted out of the EU Union because too much, can I say, government overreach from Brussels, headed by Ursula von der Leyen, although von der Leyen wasn't the head then, but whatever. The UK people didn't like their country's sovereign rights being dictated from Brussels, which is the World Economic Forum. And the supporters of Brexit said, well, we don't care if there's some small-term financial downside to all this. We want out. And that's what it's all about. Again, Mark Carney. Don't leave. It's going to cost you money. Well, of course. Of course Carney'd say that. He's a WEFling. He's a lifelong WEF member. I don't know if Carney sat on the foundation board and the board of trustees at the World Economic Forum back in those days. Pretty secretive. I know he was sitting on both boards in January just past when he returned to Canada. Now he says he's resigned all board memberships, but he didn't mention the World Economic Forum boards, did he? Anyways, point being, Klaus fudging the numbers to try to fool the public into the economic results of Brexit, and Carney, again, anti-Brexit because, of course, he's WEF. So I know I wandered off track at the end there, but anyways, that's the update on Schwab. That's how the beef came to be and what the beefs are about. And as he's resigned, what penalties would they impose upon him anyways? I guess the question is, why did his own people turn on him? They all want a raise in position, perhaps? Don't know. Anyways.